Okay, we're back in my kitchen and we are excited to help with another activity for you guys. We're going to be doing a little bit of an experiment, and what we're going to need is wax paper and some crayons. We've chose the three primary colors. Jackson, what are the three primary colors?
Red, yellow, blue.
Very good. Red, yellow, and blue.
My favorite color is red.
Yes, his favorite color is red. So, what I've been doing is, and he's been helping me, is we have some crayons that we have shaved just a little bit into some containers. Putting them in a container is not necessarily super uber important. It was just easier for this particular thing. So for this setup. So what we've done is we've taken and we've peeled some crayons. I've opened up a pair of scissors and we're just going like this and shaving some of the crayon. Now, because it's wax, it is very staticky, okay? And I'm going kind of slowly on purpose because otherwise it does make a rather annoying noise. And that's not always pleasant, okay? But it will stick to itself, and as you can see, it sticks to the scissors. So then you can play Let Go of Me and, get it into the container. Or you can skip the container part and do the next part. But I was trying to, so you didn't have to watch us shave a bunch of crayon, get things a little bit ready for us, okay? So we've got some blue. We have some yellow. We don't have a whole lot of yellow.
Oh, we do.
And we also have some red. So as I said, we need, yep, he showed you the red, good. We need to get some wax paper, okay? And what we're going to do is you're also going to need an iron.
My mom has iron.
Okay? Now, I have, in my house, I have 2 irons, mainly because one is for clothes and fabric, for when I do those types of things, and the other one is more so for crafts. It heats up, it actually heats to a higher temperature, but, that's really not the important part. It's just more so that we need an iron, okay? So, what we are going to do is we are going to take some wax paper and we are going to cut it and place it the way that we need to. Sorry, my wax paper is way over there. All right, so I just have some store brand wax paper. I'm just going to peel off a small section of it, okay? So, wax paper has 2 sides to it. It has the waxy side, and then it has the non-waxy side. How we're going to know exactly which is which? Well, the waxy side is, it's cloudier than the non-waxy side. So you want to, if you fold it in half like this, you can, I don't know how well you can see, but this is a little shinier than this. So there's a right and a wrong side to it. You want to fold it so the waxy side is together, okay? So I'm going to fold this so my waxy side is together, okay? So we've got, oops, I did that wrong. Let me look. Oops, I did do that wrong. I want to fold it so the waxy side is together. So that way, when I melt it, the wax is going to stick to itself, okay? So, what I'm going to do is we're going to take you over to where I have my iron set up here. I think I can do that just by moving my camera. Hold on while I move the camera. Sorry about the fun wiggly move. See there? You can see I have my iron set up, okay? So, I don't have an ironing board. You're standing right in the middle of the way. Sorry about that, guys. I don't have like a full ironing board. If you have a full ironing board, then, you know, that would work a lot easier. I have an old kitchen towel, and then I have a thinner kitchen towel that I'm going to be putting on top of it. Boop. Okay, so I have a thinner kitchen towel that I'm going to be putting on top of it. The kitchen towels are more so to, in case you accidentally get the wax folded the wrong way, then you're not making a mess everywhere. It also helps to keep it from burning, okay? So, here we go. I've got my wax paper. I folded it. Okay. I'm going to open up my wax paper. I am trying to double check which side is my waxy side. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, my colors, okay? And I'm going to put them on my wax paper. All right, and I'm going to see if I can move here just a little bit closer. So you can see what I'm doing. Woo, you can. Okay, so I'm going to make kind of a color wheel here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some yellow. I'm going to put the yellow here. And it's going to get on your fingers because of the static electricity. So here's where if you just set everything up and you're not trying to get things together before you record something like I was, that you could just shave it right onto the paper, onto the wax paper, okay? I would highly recommend that you maybe test it out the wax paper first before you melt it all. But yeah, ready to go with my fingers. So I've got some yellow. Now I'm going to take some red. I'm going to put the red here, right next to my yellow. Okay. All right. I'm going to put them, some of them, close enough together that when the iron melts it, hopefully the colors will mix too. All right. Then I'm going to take my blue. I'm going to put my blue on the other side of my yellow. Okay. There. So my blue and my yellow will mix together. Okay. Blue and yellow. Blue and yellow. I also want my blue and my red to mix. So I'm trying to scrape as much of this yellow blue out as I can here. And get it as close to my red as I can. I'm going to get the rest of my red here. And, you know, get that there. So I've got my red and my blue are mixing together. Might as well see if I can scrape out the last of my yellow. Get that piled up here. Alright, so I've got piles of shavings of crayon. Okay, now when you do this at home, make sure you're not making a mess with the crayons, okay? That will be, I guess it'll be on your parents of, you know, getting mad at you that you didn't clean up after yourselves, okay? But nobody's there to, I'm not there to remind you to clean up after yourself, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my wax paper on top, okay? And I'm going to get my other towel, and I'm going to put that on top, okay? And then I'm going to take my iron and I'm going to press down like I said, this is a craft iron. This is one that someone gave to me, and I just use it for crafting purposes. Every now and then I will get it out if I need to iron like a little something, but I don't really iron clothes all that much. I do more ironing of fabric for when I make things like quilts and things like that, just because I need it to be pressed and I need it to be, done neatly. And sometimes this little one's a little nicer than my standard size iron. Okay, if you have just a standard size iron that you're using, just don't put it on the steam setting. Okay, because you don't really need the steam. You're trying to just melt the wax paper together. All right, because you don't want it to steam. You just want it to melt. Okay, I'm gonna check here real carefully. I'm gonna give it a little bit more of a seal, because the wax paper will seal and glue together. That's what the wax is going to do, which is why it's important that you get that the right way, that you don't just have it however. Okay, and so now I'm going to take it out, and what you can see is I have a little bit of texture in it from the towel underneath. Okay, so like there's this part right here where you can see where there was like a wrinkle. Okay, some of that, if I go and I iron it again, I might be able to flatten some of that out. Okay, it's not uber important to me, but you can see the colors have mixed together. The red and the blue have mixed together. The purple, sorry, realize you can't see that. The purple, it looks kind of a muddy purple. It's not like the best purple I've ever seen. My ratio is probably off a little there. It's very blue. But you can see here with the green, with the yellow and the blue mixing together, that works pretty well. Orange, I don't think that there was enough to really get the orange. But you can see that the colors have mixed together and they have melted out and made some different colors. I did one here before, just a little one, and it has the same kind of texture from the fabric. The red was not red, it was a scarlet red, and so again, the purple didn't really, like the red and the blue mixing for the purple, that still doesn't, it kind of looks purple, but it's not like the best purple I've had. And the green's not that bad. The green with it is not that bad. Okay? So, I challenge you to take some of those crayons, leftover crayons that are, down to little itty bitty nubbins. They work pretty good. You can use scissors to grate. You can use vegetable peelers. You can use a box grater. If you're going to use something that you use with food, make sure you ask mom and dad first before you grate it all up, just because it can be kind of hard to wash off of those things. It will be your responsibility to, clean up after yourself. And then see what you can do. See if maybe you can do some color mixing with this and get some different colors to form with the melted crayon. Or you could also just, maybe you could make a design or something and see how that turns out as well. So that's just a little something fun. Once it's cooled off, which it doesn't really take all that much, you can take scissors and you can trim it out. So you could make something in the center and be like, cut, cut, cut. Okay? And you can take this smaller piece. Sorry, I didn't realize you couldn't see that. You can take this smaller piece and you could add it to something else. Okay? You could add it to a card. You could make a bookmark. Okay? So there's a variety of things that you can do with this once you have it done. Okay, this one I've noticed the seal's a little poor, so I'm going to stick it back under here, and I'm going to press it a little bit more and see if I can't get the wax paper to seal together a little better. Sorry, my son just went outside if you heard a big bang. Okay. That's the one end again. Okay. So there, it's sealed a little bit better. So you know, we could use this, my son and I could use this little thing as a little bookmark if we wanted to. Alright, so get yourself some wax paper. It's fairly inexpensive. I just have store brand. I don't know, it was like $2 or less for 75 square feet of it, which will be more than enough wax paper to last my son and I for a very long time. Crayons. Those were crayons that he had from last school year that got sent home with him. Okay, so it didn't really cost us or anything to really do this. So, see if maybe you can do some color mixing with crayons, wax paper, and some heat. I miss all of you guys, and I cannot wait to see you guys again when we can finally get back into school. Alright, so I will see you guys later. Bye!